Hello everybody and welcome to part 1 of our vocab lesson for propaganda. So we're going to dive in real quick. Here's the language and content objectives. If you'd like to take a second, look over them. If you have any questions, go ahead and reach out to me. So we're going to dive right in. So I'd like you guys to draw or type 2 things that you already know about propaganda. You can just take your cursor and just do it right here. So anywhere on the slide, 2 things you know or think you know about propaganda. Once everybody's done with that, we can go ahead and take a look and see what similarities we have. All right, so the vocabulary term is propaganda. So according to the internet, the definition is information, especially of a biased or misleading nature, used to promote or publicize a particular political cause or point of view. We're also going to be talking about brainwashing because that is a hot button word throughout this lesson as well. And brainwashing, that sounds like something from a movie, but it actually comes up a lot when talking about propaganda. So the definition according to the internet for brainwashing is the process of pressuring someone into adopting radically different beliefs by using systemic and often forcible means. Right off bat, guys, do not feel overwhelmed from these definitions. We are going to break these down piece by piece. We're going to digest them, and we're going to hopefully find our own definition of propaganda. So don't feel overwhelmed. We're going to get through this. We're going to dig piece by piece. So the first thing I want you guys to do is click down here on this link. It's a song called Propaganda by the rap artist Dax. I just want you guys to kind of take a look, listen to it. The lyrics are on the screen as it plays, or you can click here for a separate link to the lyrics. Just while you guys are listening, watching, what do you think the lyrics of this song, do you think they align to the definition above? Also think about what the artist might be trying to convey through this song. Go ahead and you can click on that and watch it. All right, welcome back. So, what do you guys think? Do you think the lyrics of the song correlate with that definition above? Personally, for me, I feel like this is the way he's talking about propaganda in this situation is probably what you would hear from a lot of people about propaganda in the United States in the 21st century. So it's just kind of cool to see his different viewpoint on it and kind of have that relation. So what do you guys associate with propaganda? Most people, when they think of propaganda, automatically Nazi Germany, communist Russia. We have communist China, North Korea. That's really what most people associate with propaganda. Excuse me. A lot of people don't realize, though, you can find propaganda almost anywhere in the world. It does not matter if it's an authoritarian government. You can literally find propaganda in democratic societies just like ours, everywhere. So it's something to keep in the front of your mind as we move forward in this lesson. All right, so now we're going to take a couple minutes to look at the next few slides. Each is a different propaganda poster. So this first one, I want you guys to really look at it, take it in, what stands out to you. If you have your primary source analysis guide, you can go ahead and pull that out and kind of just skim through it real quick. Write down anything that sticks out to you. So let me give you guys a little background on this photo or this poster. So this is World War II. As you can see back here, it's the communist Russian flag. So from that, you know this man's in the Red Army, which is what the Russian army was called during World War II. You see he has this gun, he's well equipped, he's dressed, really good, he has a helmet. This technology is totally up to date with everybody else they're fighting. They have an air force. I mean, this is the Red Army, right? So let me give you some more background about what's actually happening in the Red Army. So actually what's happening is they are malnourished. They, some of them don't even have shoes. So it's really This is the polar opposite of what it was like to be in the Red Army during World War II. Would you guys categorize this as propaganda after hearing that? So it would be considered propaganda because this is misleading. This is not what it is. This is what the Russian government wants you to think the army is like. If they showed what it was actually like, obviously they wouldn't get volunteers or people who want to fight for their country. So that's an example of propaganda from World War II. Again, this is totally just trying to paint a good picture so they can gain support from people and they can get volunteers. Okay, so let's take a look at another one. All right, so same thing as the one before. Take a second. What sticks out to you? What do you think this image is trying to say? What was this artist's goal when creating this image? So as you see right here, this is a very famous Barack Obama Hope poster from when he was running for presidency in 2008. And then over here, you have this guy who, if you're not familiar with, is the face of Anonymous. They wear Guy Fawkes masks, but that's a whole different thing to talk about. And you see down here where Obama's says hope. So is this one, but it says we are the hope. So what you can see is this guy is trying to tell people, hey, it's not the American government that can go and change your life. It's not going to do much for you. It's us because we know the truth kind of thing. So if you know anything about Anonymous, that's kind of what they stand for. They leak information to the public that we aren't necessarily supposed to know, stuff like that. So they have a really big following. This is them kind of reaching out and saying, hey, this is us. You guys should follow us. So this is also considered a 21st century version of propaganda. This last one we're going to look at, again, take a second. Pause this if you need to. Kind of look over it, write it down. What is this artist trying to convey and why? So right here, this is Donald Trump. This is a TV. It says CNN. And where it's supposed to say breaking news, he has written an F on a piece of paper and put it on there. It said faking news. This is probably something you guys have heard a lot about in the past, 6 years now. Just about how people in politics and regular people don't trust the media anymore. They think it's just pushing out fake media, fake news. So I think this would also be a great example of propaganda in the 21st century because from one side you see, oh, this person is making this up. We're not fake news, all that. But then on the other hand, these people are like, hey, it is fake news. This is why I need you guys to really rally behind me for this. So they're trying to convince you of something that might otherwise not be brought to your attention or might not be true. So real quick, guys, take your cursor, drag your dot. I want you guys to tell me how much you understand of this right now. So green, keep going, understand. Yellow, I'm a little confused. Red, stop, I need help. Take a second, pull it. We'll collect ourselves and we can talk it out. All right, so for the last thing, I want you guys to watch this short video below. It's Professor Noam Chomsky talking about the propaganda model. So go ahead and, it's just 5 minutes long. Go ahead and click the link. Write down anything that you think stood out to you from what he's saying. You can just go ahead and take your cursor and write it right down here. And we'll discuss it. All right, guys, and finally, I would like you guys to take this second and connect what you've just learned to your own life. So what's something interesting you learned about propaganda today? And also, can you relate this to something in your own life? How can what we've talked about today, how can you use that in your life today? And thank you guys so much for watching and joining me with this today. If you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm always here to talk to you guys. I will also leave a link of this presentation. It's been recorded on the website, on the portal, so you can go ahead and log in on there whenever you need to and recap this. So thank you guys. Bye.